I gotta say those NCAA teams, okay? Cincinnati Bearcats, East Carolina Pirates, Houston Cougars, Memphis Tigers, Southern Methodist Mustangs, Temple Owls, Tulane Green Wave, Tulsa Golden Hurricane, UCF Knights, Connecticut Huskies, South Florida Bulls, Wichita State Shockers, Albany Great Danes, Binghamton Bearcats, Hartford Hawks, UMass Lowell River Hawks, Maine Black Bears, Stony Brook Seawolves, Maryland Baltimore County Retrievers, New Hampshire Wildcats, Vermont Catamounts, Davidson Wildcats, Dayton Flyers, Duquesne Dukes, Fordham Rams, George Mason Patriots, George Washington Colonials, LaSalle Explorers, Massachusetts Minutemen, Richmond Spiders, St. Joseph's Hawks, St. Louis Billikens, St. Bonaventure Bonnies, Rhode Island Rams, Virginia Commonwealth Rams, Boston College Eagles, Clemson Tigers, Duke Blue Devils, Florida State Seminoles, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Louisville Cardinals, Miami Hurricanes, North Carolina State Wolfpack, Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Pittsburgh Panthers, Syracuse Orange, North Carolina Tar Heels, Virginia Cavaliers, Virginia Tech Hockeys, Wake Forest Demon Deacons, Florida Gulf Coast Eagles, Jacksonville Dolphins, Kennesaw State Owls, Liberty Flames, Lipscomb Bisons, North Alabama Lions, North Florida Ospreys, NJIT Highlanders, Stetson Hatters, Baylor Bears, Iowa State Cyclones, Kansas Jayhawks, Kansas State Wildcats, Oklahoma Sooners, Oklahoma State Cowboys, TCU Horned Frogs, Texas Longhorns, Texas Tech Red Raiders, West Virginia Mountaineers, Butler Bulldogs, Creighton Blue Jays, DePaul Blue Demons, Georgetown Hoyas, Marquette Golden Eagles, Providence Friars, Seton Hall Pirates, St. John's Red Storm, Villanova Wildcats, Xavier Musketeers, Eastern Washington Eagles, Idaho Vandals, Idaho State Bengals, Montana Grizzlies, Montana State Bobcats, Northern Arizona Lumberjacks, Northern Colorado Bears, Portland State Vikings, Sacramento State Hornets, Southern Utah Thunderbirds, Weber State Wildcats, Campbell Fighting Camels, Charleston Southern Buccaneers, Gardner Webb Running Bulldogs, Hampton Pirates, High Point Panthers, Longwood Lancers, Presbyterian Blue Hose, Radford Highlanders, South Carolina Upstate Spartans, UNC Asheville, North Carolina Asheville Bulldogs, Winthrop Eagles, Illinois Fighting Illini, Indiana Hoosiers, Iowa Hawkeyes, Maryland Terrapins, Michigan Wolverines, Minnesota Golden Gophers, Michigan State Spartans, Nebraska Cornhuskers, Northwestern Wildcats, Ohio State Buckeyes, Penn State Nittany Lions, Purdue Boilermakers, Rutgers Scarlet Knights, Wisconsin Badgers, Cal State Fullerton Titans, Cal State Northridge Matadors, Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, Long Beach State 49ers, Cal Poly Mustangs, UC Davis Aggies, UC Irvine Anteaters, UC Riverside Highlanders, UC Santa Barbara Gauchos, Charleston Cougars, Delaware Fighting Blue Hens, Drexel Dragons, Elon Phoenix, Hofstra Pride, James Madison Dukes, Northeastern Huskies, Towson Tigers, North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks, William and Mary Tribe, Charlotte 49ers, Florida Atlantic Owls, Florida International Golden Panthers, Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, Marshall Thundering Herd, Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders, North Texas Mean Green, Old Dominion Monarchs, Rice Owls, Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, Alabama Birmingham Blazers, Texas El Paso Miners, Texas San Antonio Road Runners, Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, Cleveland State Vikings, Detroit Titans, IUPUI Jaguars, Northern Kentucky Norse, Oakland Golden Grizzlies, Illinois Chicago Flames, Green Bay Phoenix, Milwaukee Panthers, Wright State Raiders, Youngstown State Penguins, Brown Bears, Columbia Lions, Cornell Big Red, Dartmouth Big Green, Harvard Crimson, Pennsylvania Quakers, Princeton Tigers, Yale Bulldogs, Canisius Golden Griffins, Fairfield Stags, Iona Gales, Manhattan Jaspers, Maris Red Foxes, Monmouth Hawks, Niagara Purple Eagles, Quinnipiac Bobcats, Ryder Bronx, Siena Saints, St. Peter's Peacocks, Akron Sips, Ball State Cardinals, Bowling Green Falcons, Buffalo Bulls, Central Michigan Chippewas, Eastern Michigan Eagles, Kent State Golden Flashes, Miami Red Hawks, Northern Illinois Huskies, Ohio Bobcats, Toledo Rockets, Western Michigan Broncos, Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Coppin State Eagles, Delaware State Hornets, Florida A&M Rattlers, Howard Bison, Morgan State Bears, North Carolina A&T Aggies, North Carolina Central Eagles, Norfolk State Spartans, South Carolina State Bulldogs, Maryland Eastern Shore Fighting Hawks, Bradley Braves, Drake Bulldogs, Evansville Purple Aces, Illinois State Redbirds, Indiana State Sycamores, Loyola Chicago Ramblers, Missouri State Bears, Southern Illinois Salukis, Northern Iowa Panthers, Valparaiso Crusaders, Air Force Falcons, Boise State Broncos, Colorado State Rams, Fresno State Bulldogs, Nevada Wolfpack, New Mexico Lobos, San Diego State Aztecs, San Jose State Spartans, UNLV Rebels, Utah State Aggies, Wyoming Cowboys, Bryant Bulldogs, Central Connecticut State Blue Devils, Fairleigh Dickinson Knights, Long Island Brooklyn Blackbirds, Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers, Robert Morris Colonials, Sacred Heart Pioneers, St. Francis New York Terriers, St. Francis Red Flash, Wagner Seahawks, Austin P. Governors, Belmont Bruins, Eastern Illinois Panthers, Eastern Kentucky Colonels, Jacksonville State Gamecocks, Moorhead State Eagles, Murray State Racers, Southern Missouri State Redhawks, Southern Illinois Edwardsville Cougars, Tennessee State Tigers, Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles, Tennessee Martin Skyhawks, Arizona Wildcats, Arizona State Sun Devils, California Golden Bears, Colorado Buffaloes, Oregon Ducks, Oregon State Beavers, Stanford Cardinal, UCLA Bruins, Southern California Trojans, Utah Utes, Washington State Cougars, Washington Huskies, American Eagles, Army Black Knights, Boston University Terriers, Bucknell Bison, Colgate Raiders, Holy Cross Crusaders, Lafayette Leopards, Lehigh Mountain Hawks, Loyola Greyhounds, Navy Midshipmen, Savannah State Tigers, Alabama Crimson Tide, Arkansas Razorbacks, Auburn Tigers, Florida Gators, Georgia Bulldogs, Kentucky Wildcats, LSU Tigers, Ole Miss Rebels, Missouri Tigers, Mississippi State Bulldogs, South Carolina Gamecocks, Tennessee Volunteers, Texas A&M Aggies, Vanderbilt Commodores, the Citadel Bulldogs, East Tennessee State Buccaneers, Furman Paladins, Mercer Bears, Sanford Bulldogs, North Carolina Greensboro Spartans, Chattanooga Mocs, Virginia Military Institute Keydets, Western Carolina Catamounts, Wofford Terriers, Abilene Christian Wildcats, Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islanders, Central Arkansas Bears, Houston Baptist Huskies, Incarnate Word Cardinals, Lamar Cardinals, McNeese State Cowboys, Nichols State Colonels, Northwestern State Demons, Southeastern Louisiana Lions, Stephen F. Austin State Lumberjacks, Sam Houston State Bearcats, New Orleans Privateers, Denver Pioneers, Fort Wayne Mastodons, North Dakota State Bison, Nebraska Omaha Mavericks, Oral Roberts Golden Eagles, South Dakota State Jackrabbits, North Dakota Fighting Hawks, South Dakota Coyotes, Western Illinois Leathernecks, Little Rock Trojans, Arkansas State Red Wolves, Appalachian State Mountaineers, Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, Georgia State Panthers, Georgia Southern Eagles, Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns, Louisiana Monroe Warhawks, South Alabama Jaguars, Troy Trojans, Texas State Bobcats, Texas Arlington Mavericks, Alabama A&M Bulldogs, Alcorn State Braves, Alabama State Hornets, Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions, Grambling State Tigers, Jackson State Tigers, Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils, Prairie View A&M Panthers, Southern Jaguars, Texas Southern Tigers, Brigham Young Cougars, Gonzaga Bulldogs, Loyola Marymount Lions, Pacific Tigers, Pepperdine Waves, Portland Pirates, Santa Clara Broncos, San Diego Toreros, St. Mary's Gales, San Francisco Dons, California State Bakersfield Roadrunners, California Baptist Lancers, Chicago State Cougars, Grand Canyon Antelopes, New Mexico State Aggies, Seattle Redhawks, Texas Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros, Missouri Kansas City Kangaroos, Utah Valley Wolverines. That's it for the NCAA teams. I hope you enjoy.